Whenever you needed my love, all for who?
If you can't already tell,
You, whenever you wanted.
this is literally me.
Whenever you needed my love, all for who? Why should I give it when I gave it? Whenever you, why are you?
This isn't some person joking around, playing some kind of role for people to enjoy me. This is literally me giving you a glimpse into what has been my crazy life. And also, my apologies in advance. You can also tell by the amateur production that I have to throw together in order for me to reach out to my friends, to my family, parents. I don't have any professional staff here supporting me, making sure that I give you the best that I can give. This is me on my own, giving my best effort to let you guys know how things really are.
Should I give it to you whenever you wanted? Whenever you needed my love, all for who? Why should I give it when I gave it whenever you want?
You know, when I started this journey nearly 2 decades ago, I guess you could say I was a lost boy, full of hope, excited to encounter or discover the wonders of the world. And I wake up today, 25 years later, although some things have changed, other things remain the same. And that's exactly why I decided to talk now, because it's hard to believe that on a beautiful afternoon like this one, literally across from South Korea, we're all experiencing the pandemic, the coronavirus.
Whenever you needed my love, all for who?
What if you dropped tomorrow? Would all the people who matter to you in your life know everything they needed to know about you? That's the question that's been weighing all over my mind ever since this so-called epidemic started. Even though it seemed like I was lost, I still did my damnedest. I worked my hardest to make sure that the people in my life were cushioned, protected, insulated as best as I could. Back then, when I started, I was working on Broadway. I had this beautiful girlfriend back at home. And I practically left her with a brand new car. And because she was working so hard in the city, I was working really hard on the road, all in the hopes to return with her so that we could start our family, create something new, succeed together. And that first lesson was the hardest, because while in my mind I was leaving out on the road to make money for us, the girl that I love or the family that I have. In her mind, she saw it as me abandoning her. Me leaving her in the big city of New York to fend for herself. Now, mind you, she is a strong-willed woman. She practically can get whatever she wants because she's freaking beautiful, so there couldn't be any issues there. But for some reason, because I was away trying to make money, I became the bad guy in her eyes. You know, you're not supposed to dwell in the past. And this conversation is specifically about the fact that I do not dwell in the past. As I speak to you right now, I'm unemployed. However, I'm working. I've been working non-stop for 25 years. And especially because of what's going on today, people really need to know that. And most importantly, I'm doing this for my kids because I, on my own, decided to step away from the industry, leaving the job that I had at the time so that I could stay home and be present for my kids. That was my sacrifice. But what I've come to realize today is, no matter what it is that I do, my kids will never know what it took for their father to get here, to be in such a happy situation like we're in right now, when the place that I came from, it ain't happy, it ain't fun, it's all real. So now, I'm coming on to 43 years old. And I have people in my life that think that if they offer me nothing, I still have to do something for them. Now, I don't know if this ever happened to you before, but that's not how I roll. When I'm the person who created my own opportunities, no one did that for me. I had to do that for myself. No one gets the right to tell anyone how to live. I don't care who you are or where you come from. I don't care how much money you represent. I am married now, happily married. And if you notice, I don't wear a wedding ring. And I do this for a reason. I do this because it's a constant reminder of all the hardship it took just for me to be happy in my own marriage. Now, I know this may seem confusing to you, but you know, people like to play games with your life. Some people, maybe not others, but in my situation, no matter what nonsense people decided to throw my way, I still got the things that I needed to get done. And even in the worst conditions, I managed to excel and prosper beyond expectations. Now, when you succeed on this level, on your own, independently, well, you become a problem. You become trouble because no one wants to see anyone succeed without anybody's help. But you ask people for help and they won't give it to you. So what are you supposed to do? You know, a lot of people like to think that I'm not an easy person to deal with. Here's the truth about that. I am actually a really easy person to deal with. I'm easy because when it comes to the things that I need, I can clearly tell you what it is that I need. And if it comes to the things that you need, well, when you provide me with the things that I need, then I can do it, and you will have it. Instead, I spend my time here, living from day to day, having people complain about, oh, he's always angry, he always likes to keep to himself. All of these things. Look, I'm the kind of person that I can work with anybody, as long as you are exactly who you say you are. I say that because, you know, people like to say it's the clothes that make the man, or the woman in some cases. But I'm sorry to say, that's pure nonsense. It's the person you are inside that makes or defines who you really are. And I'm the kind of person that has no problem telling you who you are, if that's who you show yourself to be. Because I've been away from my industry for a while now, and again, I like to keep to myself, I find that people are going way out of their way to describe who I am, volunteering false information as if they're speaking for me. You know, it's funny. I go visit my friends back in New York, and they're like, oh, I thought you ran away. Or, I thought you got fired. You know, things like this. No. Look, man, in life, you've got choices to make. You've just got choices to make. Rather than thinking of myself, and rather than only doing things for myself, I decided to do things for my family. That's all it was. That's all I did. Wow. And you know, people like to operate in social media. There's a reason why you operate in social media. You want to get known. You want to be where the action is happening. Look, it ain't hard for me to find the action. What is hard to find are the real people who are genuine about who they represent. Oh, you know, the actresses, the dancers, the singers, the models. Because that's where I operate from, right? I operate out of television, movies, and film, Broadway. You would think that's the kind of connections that's happening, but it ain't that. Genuine about their intentions when they choose to approach me. And I'm not gonna apologize for the fact that I stay on point, that I cover all my bases, and I'm thorough through and through. So, if I go today, I want my family to know. I want anyone I've ever loved to know that, of course, we all need to set time aside to take care of all the important things we need to do in our own lives. I get that. But what you fail to realize is, no matter what you do, there's always going to be something you're going to have to do for the next day. So, if you don't make time for the other people in your lives when they need you the most, you will never be able to show up. We have people in our lives who are supposed to support you and back you up 110%. And in your darkest hours, they show you who they are. And what I begin to realize now is some people love to have problems. Well, I don't. And when people turn to me because they had problems, I was actually able to find a solution to those problems. Even though I went out, I did the work to solve those problems. It literally turned out that I did it all for nothing. Because it doesn't matter how great the solution is. It doesn't matter how much it was or still is, I had to sacrifice for others. Well, that doesn't matter now because they're all caught up on the next ridiculous problem. Ever since I was a kid, I would apply myself in a certain way. Now, why would I do that when I'm just a kid? You're supposed to have fun. You're supposed to enjoy life. Well, in my industry, in order for you to succeed, it's not easy. And the only way for you to succeed is for you to do the work. So, I literally spend most of my time doing the work. Now, when you do the work, and if you're a studied individual, you begin to see the parameters within which you need to get that job done. And once you understand that, if that's something you choose to understand, well, the rest gets easier. And I'm lucky. I'm really fortunate to say that I still get to live that way today. Because whatever it is I learned to do, it worked. So now we arrive here at this present day in time, and I wonder, will my kids ever understand what it took for their father to be here? You know what? I guess that's the reason why I'm doing this. I want them to know
What do you know?
That even though things seem simple, seem so easy, take the time to think about this. Take the time to consider. I don't think that my kids would ever know that. There's so much that I wish I could show them, and I can't do it. I can't do it because of the things that they're exposed to. Although I'm here right now, present to show them what they should or should not be doing. Because their culture is different. It's not that easy.
Tell me what you think you know. Yeah.
How long it's been that I've been away from home? But you know what? One of the best secrets about my life today, I still handle things in the very same way that I would, or what I did when I was starting off in my industry. Because I'm a singer, songwriter, performer, actor, dancer, if I need to be. But no matter how long it's been that I've been away from home, there's always been a specific purpose to everything that I need to do. If I went down tomorrow, I don't think my kids would know that. They probably would never know that I especially stopped working so that I could spend more time with them, be a part of their lives, share their experiences, grow with them. But in the last 10 years, it hasn't been that easy.